Do you even understand how big XLM is likely to be in the next few years? If you get into the details of the website and look into the roadmap, then you can see some real clues about what's happening within XLM. As well as that, if we understand what's going on in the macro environment, then things are looking really exciting indeed. And pile that on top of the fact that XLM is looking so healthy on the charts right now, and you have all the signs of a phenomenal project that you should be paying attention to today. So guys, hit that like button. Let's get into it. Now guys, if you are subscribed to this channel, then you'll understand that I've identified XLM Stellar Lumens as being one of the top picks in crypto, and I do in other videos go into details about what it exactly is and why it's such an important thing. If you are unsure, effectively, to put it very simply, it's a piece of tech that allows cross-border payment solutions between individuals, which is an essential thing, especially if you, like me, like to travel the world and have family in different countries, etc. But there are also a load of other things that are being built into the ecosystem, which are becoming very interesting right now. And if you get into Stellar Lumens website, which obviously I recommend going and checking out, stellar.org, then you can get across and look at the roadmap, 2023 roadmap. Now, when we're looking to invest in crypto, it's not just about identifying why that project's so good right now and why it's so useful, but identifying where it's going in the future, or at least what they're telling the investors of where it's going in the future, because investors are investing for future gains in a project, not just betting on loads of other people jumping into the space, but mostly betting on that piece of tech developing over time. Remember, if you're not moving forward, you are dying. So that's very important to look at in crypto projects. Now, 2023 strategy for Stellar is extremely important to focus on because they're looking into more growth components around the utility of the token. And what they're doing is they're trying to think of more innovative ways to add utility into the whole ecosystem, and that is going to encourage more builders, more developers to enter into the space. Here you can see more builders, that utility grows exponentially is a roadmap that leads and relies on network effects. 2023 building blocks, and you can see that into 2023 they're moving the needle onto utility. Why is this such an important thing, I hear you ask? Now, in the past on my videos, I've talked about a few different factors behind what makes a coin go up in value. You might think that it's specifically just because other people out there on YouTube are buying a particular crypto that's going to push up the value. Now, yes, that is an important factor, but what we need on these particular types of cryptocurrency is to get more developers in who can start to utilize the network. What that means is they then start to pull tokens out of the network in order to take part in building the utility functions and all these other things. This also means that more users are going to come in and use the dApps, etc., that are being built by various developers. This has a network effect of reducing the amount of tokens that are available on the platform. Remember, on the simple laws of supply versus demand, when you reduce the amount of supply available while demand increases because of what's happening in the global markets, well, then we stand to be in a very exciting position going forward. Now, you can see that there's a big focus going forward into DeFi and the easy to build on the network. Now, there's a problem with lots of these new cryptocurrencies that are coming out in that they are very technical and the existing developers find it difficult to develop onto some of these platforms. So therefore, it's important that cryptocurrency platforms make it easier for developers to build on their network, because then the developer is more likely to use it for such a thing. And there's a very important thing that's happening, which is going to be the Soroban development taking place this year. Launch a new state-of-the-art smart contracts platform that is developer-friendly, scalable, and deeply integrated with Stellar. This scaling and decentralization ensures the tech stack and the ecosystem can handle increased traffic. Wallet tools ensure developers can easily build Stellar wallets. Why are developers wanting to start building lots of different Stellar wallets? Well, jumping into this piece of news, Twitter X is to become half of the world's financial system, according to Elon Musk. This is a very interesting thing. They're starting to look towards coming out with an everything app. This is very similar to the Chinese's WeChat, which, having lived in China, I can tell you is one of the most useful apps you'll ever use. You can use this to book holidays. It can be used to pay for your shopping. It can be used to pay at restaurants, split bills, everything you can think of. But in order for this to become a real thing, there needs to be some form of blockchain built behind it. And that, I think, is where Stellar could be moving towards. If we see this taking place on the Stellar Lumens network, well guys, then you have a coin that is likely to become a top 3 cryptocurrency in the future because of the amount of demand that's going to suddenly flood into the space. These breadcrumbs over on the website are starting to indicate that this could be the case, and this is something that I kind of thought of after watching a very interesting video from our old friend No BS Crypto. Definitely worth checking out his channel for a deeper dive into some of the technicalities behind this crypto. Now, something else that's extremely important to consider is the interest that's coming from the general public when it comes to a cryptocurrency. Right now, we have a very interesting time in the markets that the price is pretty static. We have a number of people who are in crypto, but mostly these people have been in crypto ever since the last bull market, okay? Not many people are entering back into the space just yet. We still have a very low amount of people in crypto. But what's really important is Stellar XLM has a huge amount of interest for this time in the market compared with many other cryptos. That could be for whatever reason. And if we look into a search on YouTube, then you can come across and you can see 1.17 million searches every month for XLM Stellar Lumens. That's incredibly important because if you think about Coin Bureau, who has the biggest YouTube channel when it comes to cryptocurrency, having around 2 million subscribers, you would anticipate that his channel represents everyone who's in crypto. Pretty much everyone I believe in crypto is subscribed to his channel. I absolutely reckon you should be because he provides some of the best content out there. And for the rest of you who aren't subscribed, then you should definitely be subscribed to my channel as well. Make sure you do that right now. Now, why is it so important? It means that all of the people who are existing within the crypto ecosystem right now are at least on the radar for XLM. It's one of the most popular cryptos out there, and the more people who are interested in it, it's really going to help that demand model going forward. And if that supply starts to dwindle because of all the development that's going on, then the demand will really help us there. But something else extremely important has been going on for XLM, which I've talked about in some of the other videos I've covered recently. Now, as you know, if you're subscribed, then you'll realize that I really liked Solana this year. And why have I been so into Solana when so many people have been knocking it? Well, first of all, I think it's a brilliant project and it's really going to go places in the future, but not just that. It's because of where it sits in terms of the market right now. Solana got hammered because of the FTX crisis. It got hammered because of loads of other things going on, and that meant that the price was pretty low down, but the tech remained the same and the demand for the tech going forward will still be high. That means that it's an underdog and it's been undervalued. XLM, along with XRP, is heavily undervalued because of that ongoing court case with XRP. And that is extremely important because it means that XLM is currently valued at an underdog level that it should really be worth much more money than it is right now. And if we're looking into the XLM chart, we have a phenomenal buy zone developing as far as I'm concerned. Now, how I identified this as a buy zone, you can see this candle here shows a huge amount of volume entering the market. And this was the thing with the court case and the XRP thing. We saw a massive boom in XLM as well. But since then, we've returned and we started to establish a buy zone here. How I'm identifying this buy zone, big candles. We see a bit of sideways action before this. And then you can see after we revisit, look at what happens again. Now we are in deeper into this buy zone. Many people will be saying double top. This is going to go lower. Personally, I'm looking at this as a buying opportunity for XLM, and I am loading up, especially as you can see that we're seeing rejection going down here, and it's more chance that we're going to start moving up. If we can break higher here and move back towards these levels, you're looking at 24, 25%. But down the line, we know that XLM has the potential to see enormous gains into the future and is already in a very, very strong position given the state of the market. But it uses the main factor that although being in a strong position, it's nowhere near the strong position that it should be in if it wasn't involved somehow through that XRP situation going forward. We're pretty confident that XRP will win that court case eventually, and XLM will benefit from that as well. So that's why I personally am looking at XLM as being one of the top investments. Am I looking at it to be able to do a 20x or 30x? There's always potential for that, but as you know, guys, I like to take profits on the way up and move into coins that are not pumping yet, because that's the way to make money in crypto, not just buying into these coins and waiting forever more, although that is a good tactic. And if you want to know more about those tactics and how you should really be doing things on the way up and on the way down in crypto, well, guys, get into my Inner Circle Discord, link down below in the description, just $9.99 per month, 5-day free trial. as well as that, the absolute groundbreaking thing that you're going to be able to access in there is the venture capital fund, where you'll be able to invest in pre-ICO launches. And it's from a pre-ICO launch that I managed to buy Tenet all the way down here around 2 cents, and it launched and it went to 17x on the very first day. Currently it's sat around 4.5x, but given the current situation in the market, I'm still 4.5x up because I managed to buy pre-ICO. At no point have I been in the red ever since that launch. And if you want access to buy pre-ICO projects before anyone else out there, then you need to be in the inner circle, where you'll be able to work with other people in order to buy into pre-ICO projects. Nothing else out there, guys. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the very next video. Bye-bye.